Meadow Rain Walker, the daughter of Fast and Furious star Paul Walker, had a more sheltered upbringing until her father's tragic death in a car accident. Following his unexpected passing, fans of the franchise supported Meadow and embraced Paul Walker's biological family. Since then, Meadow has become a symbol of hope for fans, carrying on her father's legacy and pursuing her own dreams in the entertainment industry. This is the untold truth of Meadow Rain Walker. Meadow Rain Walker was born on November 4th, 1998, to Paul Walker and Rebecca Soteros. At the time, Paul was a rising actor in his mid-20s, gaining recognition for his roles in films like Pleasantville, Varsity Blues, and She's All That. Despite feeling scared about the idea of becoming a father, Paul was committed to being in his daughter's life. Meadow grew up in Hawaii with her mother, and Paul provided financial support for them. Paul acknowledged his initial struggle to reconcile his expectation of being with Meadow's mother and his desire to enjoy the freedom of his youth. However, he still felt a sense of responsibility and would make efforts to be present in Meadow's life. "I felt guilty, so I'd come around and do what I could do," he shared. Paul Walker, who was brought up in a traditional Mormon family, spoke about the structure and sacrifice associated with parenting. He emphasized the importance of family and expressed love and affection for his daughter, Meadow, in interviews and to those around him. Paul cherished their time together, taking Meadow on outdoor adventures, teaching her to surf, and even bringing her on set with him. After spending most of her childhood with her mother, Meadow Walker started living with her father, Paul Walker, full-time before his untimely death in November 2013. Paul had expressed his desire to be present in her life and felt like he was making up for lost time. He even considered taking a break from acting to be with her, but Meadow encouraged him to continue pursuing his career so she could travel with him. Tragically, Paul's plans were cut short when he and his friend, Roger Rodas, were involved in a fatal car crash while attending a philanthropic event. Despite rumors suggesting Meadow was present at the scene, Paul Walker's official team clarified that she was not there and did not witness the accident. The statement addressed on Facebook emphasized that Paul had attended the event alone. Paul Walker was estimated to be worth $25 million at the time of his death, and his will named Meadow Walker as the sole heir, according to People magazine. Meadow also received a settlement of $10.1 million in a wrongful death lawsuit against the estate of Roger Rodas, Paul's friend and financial advisor who was driving the car involved in the accident. Furthermore, Meadow pursued legal action against Porsche AG, the manufacturer of the vehicle involved in the crash. The lawsuit claimed that the car had defects and lacked safety features, holding the company responsible for Paul Walker's death. The suit was privately settled in 2017. In 2020, more than 20 of Paul's vehicles were auctioned off, raising $2.3 million. The proceeds were intended to go into a trust for Meadow's benefit, as reported by The Hollywood Reporter. After Paul Walker's death, a custody battle ensued over Meadow Walker. Initially, Paul's mother sought guardianship, citing Rebecca Steros' alleged alcoholism. However, Cheryl eventually allowed Rebecca to have custody, fulfilling Paul's wish for Meadow to live with her mother. Meadow Walker honored her father's memory by starting the Paul Walker Foundation, a philanthropic organization dedicated to causes that he cared about. The foundation launched on Paul's 42nd birthday in 2015, focuses on marine life and conservation, reflecting his passion for the ocean. Paul had once aspired to be a marine biologist before pursuing acting. Meadow expressed her desire to share that part of her father with the world through the foundation, allowing his legacy to live on. Meadow Walker has collaborated with the organization Pencils of Promise to build a school for underprivileged children. Through her partnership, a new classroom block is being constructed in the Jasican community to provide a quality learning environment for students and teachers. Meadow announced the project in a heartfelt Instagram post, expressing her wish to provide a space for children to receive a good education. She recognizes the importance of equal opportunities and basic resources for all children, even if they don't have the same advantages and access she has had in her life. The school is dedicated to her father, Paul Walker, as a tribute to his legacy. Meadow Walker has ventured into the world of modeling, capitalizing on her inherited good looks. In 2021, she achieved notable milestones in her modeling career, including opening the Fall-Winter 2021 Givenchy show and landing a campaign for Proenza Schuler. She also walked the runway for renowned brands like Marc Jacobs. Meadow expressed her excitement and described it as a dream come true when asked about her accomplishments by Vogue. Notably, she shared the runway with Ella Emhoff, the stepdaughter of Vice President Kamala Harris, during the Proenza Schuler show. Meadow has already graced the covers of Pop magazine and Re-Edition magazine, indicating a promising career in both runway and editorial modeling. Meadow Walker, inspired by her father Paul, embraced a tomboyish nature growing up and enjoyed outdoor activities together. Paul aimed to shield her from the negative aspects of fame, emphasizing the importance of nature in her life to offset the overwhelming aspects of being in the spotlight. His grounded influence stuck with Meadow. She told Vogue, "I was lucky to grow up in the way that I did because it didn't affect how I saw myself." And her tip for feeling confident? Do what makes you feel good about yourself and try to shut out the rest. Meadow Walker cherishes the memory of her late father, Paul Walker, and shares their happy moments together on social media. Despite his self-doubt, Meadow remembers him as her best friend and a beautiful soul. She continues to honor his legacy by embracing his interests, including philanthropy, privacy, and a love for nature. Meadow Walker, being the daughter of Paul Walker and having a close connection to the Fast and Furious franchise, has reportedly consulted on the movies to ensure her father's legacy is properly represented. Her input helps shape how the series continues to honor Paul Walker's character and the impact he had on the franchise. Meadow has even weighed in on how to present her father's legacy in the Fast series. According to Ludacris and Vin Diesel, Meadow's involvement has been invaluable in keeping Paul Walker's spirit alive in the franchise. The recent film, F9, pays homage to both Paul Walker and his character, and his presence is deeply felt throughout the series. Meadow Walker shares a strong bond with the cast of the Fast and the Furious franchise, particularly with Vin Diesel and Jordana Brewster. They consider each other family, and Meadow is Vin Diesel's goddaughter. Their relationship is characterized by love, support, and a sense of enduring connection. There have been hints that Meadow Walker could make an appearance in the Fast and Furious franchise as a tribute to her late father. Jordana Brewster and Vin Diesel have expressed their support and willingness to have Meadow join the series. However, with only 2 more films planned after F9, time may be limited. Meadow has also garnered interest from other studios and networks, but she may not be ready to fully pursue acting. A cameo in the Fast franchise, however, remains a possibility, as Vin Diesel hinted that nothing's ruled out for the future.